Good afternoon, family. This is the day that the Lord has made. We're going to rejoice and be glad in it. Happy Friday. Good afternoon, please. For those of you that are coming on, whether you're on Facebook, YouTube, or whether you with Elon Musk on Mars, I want you to hit that like button. I want you to tag Lolly Dolly, everybody, and let them know Prophet Ramon, the Ramon Preston Show, and the squad. We live in his house on this beautiful Friday. As you can see, it's a beautiful sunny day right here in the Buckhead community of Atlanta. We've had an amazing week. Thank all of you for your feedback. Thank you for your comments. Thank you for all your questions. Thank you for just engaging us every day that we come on the show Monday through Friday. Just in case you don't know, let me let you know. My name is Prophet Ramon Preston. I'm the host of the Ramon Preston Show, and we come to you every Monday through Friday. Can you believe that? Every Monday through Friday, we come to you sharing with you information that is directly connected to and associated with what we consider to be biblical economics. We're talking about financial literacy, entrepreneurship, business ownership, real estate investing, family legacy wealth building. This is exactly what we do on a daily, whether it's through our consulting group, whether it's through our coaching program, whether it's through our online university training program. We specialize in, and it is our core competency to help other people start, structure, and scale their businesses, their ministries, their income streams, and their wealth building dreams. So I'm excited about today because I'm going to be talking about the 5 P's for increasing revenue. The 5 P's for increasing revenue. Now, if you followed me all week, we've pretty much had a theme this week centered around business assessments. So you can literally go back to Monday's show and watch every show this week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and today. And you could pretty much have a business assessment for free. You know what I mean? Like for real. Like we've given a lot of good content out this week. We have given a lot of value out. And that's what I really want to do. I think we're in a prophetic time, of course, but we're in a very strategic time economically that we got to put ourselves in the best position in our finances, in our businesses, in our ministries, in our wealth building dreams, in our desire to increase our income and create new income streams. We got to put ourselves in the best position possible because we're in very prophetic and strategic times. So we're ending this week with the 5 P's for increasing your revenue. So now listen, you could be an independent contractor. You could be a network marketer. You could be a legitimate business owner. You might have a real legitimate business that you got up and running, but you might just be facing a little challenge increasing that income, getting that bag, really scaling your business. Maybe you got a side hustle. Maybe you got a ministry or a nonprofit and your sponsorships and your donor base has just literally disappeared. Well, guess what? You still need revenue. And so I want to give you 5 P's to increasing revenue. Now, don't forget, while I'm talking and running my mouth, giving you the game, spitting value and content, and as they say on YouTube, gems, while I'm giving you those nuggets and them gems, I want you to keep in mind that you can ask a question at any time. If you have a question, feel free to drop the question in the comments. Do we have a question over there?
Yeah, I think this is the top of the morning. He said, thank you. You gave me the game to get a SBA loan to buy a property. He said, thank you, sir.
Okay, somebody's just thanking me that I gave them the game to get an SBA loan to get a piece of property, and obviously they got the loan, they got the property, so congratulations to you. Free game, baby. That's what we do over here at the Ramon Preston Show. And listen, not just on the show. You could call in, and I give free consultations away all the time. I answer questions all the time. I mean, some of the questions that people be asking me, I'm telling you, I know professionals that charge thousands of dollars to just answer questions that I answer for free. And that's one of my philosophies in business. So anyway, thank you so much to our YouTube viewer that got the game, got the loan, got the property, and moving forward. So how many of you really, for real, want to increase your revenue? How many of you really want to increase your revenue? If you want to increase your revenue, do somebody else who's going to watch this later a favor. Drop in the comments, hashtag increase, hashtag increase. I'm prophesying increase over your business today. I'm prophesying increase over your church today. I'm prophesying increase over your nonprofit today. I'm prophesying increase over your ideas today. I'm prophesying increase over those loans today, over the opportunities that you are anticipating to get today. I'm prophesying increase over your clients and your customers and your sales. I want to see increase in your life. This is why I want you to get this information. So we're going to talk about 5 P's. 5 P's for increasing revenue. If you have a question, drop the question in the comments, or you could just call me, 678-922-1963, extension number 1. 678-922-1963, extension 1. That number is in the comments. If or when you dial that number, especially if we're live on the show, even if we're not live on the show, I'm going to still answer it. We have that number coming directly to my cell phone, so I can literally answer the phone and answer your question while we're live on the show. Here are the 5 P's for increasing revenue. All y'all that want to increase your revenue. And I really want you to take these 5 P's and implement them. Implement them today. Don't let this day go by without implementing these 5 P's to figure out how you can increase your revenue. If you're not increasing your revenue, your business is not moving. And that's what we're about. We're about helping you increase your revenue. All right, 5 P's for increasing revenue. The first P, are you ready for this? Whew. Boy, y'all know I be dropping some heavy bombs like out the gate. The first P is promotion. The first P is promotion. 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 Promotion is the first P. Promotion. Now, I'm going to actually pull up in a few minutes, probably when I get past the second one, I'm going to pull up a diagram to show you how important promotion is for you. So the first P for increasing your revenue is promotion. So what do you mean by promotion? Promo, like promotion. Like in order to promote something, you got to put it out there on the front line. Okay? I'm promoting my business, right? I'm promoting my brand. I'm promoting my products and my services. And you might think, well, how are you promoting it and you're hosting a show? I'm still promoting it. Look at the name of the show. The name of the show is the Ramon Preston Show. All right? And if you notice behind me, I got an image up. Everywhere you see something about me, you see promotional material. You see my website, you see my coaching, my consulting, my blueprint game plan, my school of prophets, my online university, my ministry network. You're going to see all kind of stuff about my business where some people might just think it's about me, when the truth is it's not about me personally, it's about me professionally. It's about me publicly. So the first P for increasing your revenue is promotion. Especially if you saved and you a Christian and you a church goer and you love the Lord, you got to get to a point to where you stop over analyzing and really operating in false humility. Because there's a lot of people who want to be in business and they saved and they in the church and they're part of the Christian community, but they so anointed and so humble that they can't get past this idea of, well, I got to magnify God. I got to give Jesus all the credit. Do you think you promoting yourself is not going to magnify God? Do you think promoting yourself in your business is not going to give Jesus the credit and God the glory? Come on. Are we that like limited in our thinking? I'm trying to be nice because it's early in the show. Are we just that goofy? Are we that stupid that we think we can take glory from God just because we're promoting our businesses or our brands? We are in this world, but we're not of this world. But we're still in this world. So, okay, I'm not of this world, but I'm still in it. So while I'm in it, I've got to use certain things that I have at my disposal to my advantage. If you got a business, promote your doggone business. If you got a product, promote your product. If you got a service, promote your service. If you got an idea, promote your idea. If you got something that you know people need and you know it's going to change and transform their life, why not promote it? You got to promote it. This is the first P for increasing revenue. Listen to this. If I wrote this down earlier this morning when I was going through my notes, but it just resonated so good with me. I was like, "Ooh, I got to share this one." Listen to this. If you want a chance to sell every day, you have to promote all day, every day. Think about that. How many of y'all want to sell something today? If you got a business or a product or a service, do you want to sell something today? Now I'm asking you a question. Do you really want to sell something today?
Yes.
Do you have something you want to sell to make money with today? Well, guess what? If you want a chance, it ain't even guaranteed that you're going to get a sale. But if you want a chance to sell every day, guess what you got to do? You got to promote all day, every day. Think about how many times you business owners, listen to me, all you hustlers and all you EIN owners and all you LLC owners and all you 501c3 owners, how many times, don't close the what do you call it, the screen now. Don't shut me off. Don't mute me now. How many times, business owner, come over here. How many times are you on social media throughout the course of a day?
Wow.
I be on social media like 80 times a day. Sometimes I'm lurking, sometimes I'm promoting, sometimes I'm checking my notifications, but a lot of times I'm just goofing off. I'm just looking to see what everybody else doing. I'm just looking to see what's going on in the world. That's just the truth. But guess what? I don't feel bad about it because I'm always running ads. I always got material that I'm promoting. My team is putting content out on a regular basis. So throughout the course of every day, you're going to see stuff that I put out all the time. Or if you're on those sites enough, if you're in that rotation, one of my ads is going to show up. So what am I doing? I'm promoting. So if you are a business owner, if you got a product or a service, even if you ain't a business owner, let's say you're an independent contractor, let's say you just got a side hustle, a network marketer, a real estate agent, or you just doing hair, or you cutting grass, or you paint for a living, whatever it is that you're doing, you should not be on social media consuming more than you're on social media producing. Wow. That's why you're not making no money. Because you watching everybody else making money. Then when you see me pop up in my ad, or you see something that I'm doing or somebody else doing, you looking at them all crazy like, look at them, they think they all that. Always talking about money. They get on my nerves. No, that's hater. That's hater because people are looking at other people doing something thinking to themselves, I wish that was me. So they got to hate on what they're unwilling to do. You got to promote. You got to promote. And guess what? You're not promoting to compete against somebody who's doing the same thing you're doing. You competing against everything. You competing against the news. You competing against drama. You competing against people who ain't even thinking about you. but you're still competing with the world because the world is loud. The world is busy. Do you see how many things go on in the course of a day? And you think people are going to pay attention to you? I already know people not thinking about me. Even when they see me, they're not thinking about me. I can't promote enough. So you got to promote. Again, if you want a chance to sell anything every day, you have to promote all day, every day. All right. Promotion is the first P for increasing revenue. What are some ways that you promote? Well, you got to expand to other markets. You got to expand to other markets. How do you expand to other markets? That means, let's say if you're here in Buckhead, Atlanta, you know how many states there are in America? You know how many counties and cities there are in Georgia? You know how many people got phones in this world? So you around here mad because the 40 people that know you don't want to buy nothing from you because you keep promoting to the same 40 people. There are 8 billion people on the planet, at least almost 8 billion. So you have to expand to other markets. That means you can't just look at your scope. That's one of the reasons why I be telling people, why are you trying to get a brick and mortar, like a physical location to sell stuff, and you can't sell nothing online? It's backwards. People working to get a physical location and they can't even sell nothing online. Online, where the whole world is. But you think you're going to get a physical location, you're going to set it up, make it pretty, and just so magically everybody going to show up there. And you're doing it in an area where it ain't nothing but like 10,000 people. Maybe 4,000 people come by there a day. Oh, I forgot. You got some statistics. It's 100,000 people that ride by that plaza every day. Here's the problem. 98,000 of them don't stop. They rushing, they mad, they finna go home. They is not thinking about your little boutique on the backside of that plaza with the garage up. They not thinking about you. So you got to think different when it comes to promoting. You got to expand to other markets, and you got to expand to other demographics. You got to expand to other demographics. What do you mean expand to other demographics? You got to find a different type of people. Demographics are peoples, right? You gotta expand to different kinds of people. Like, for example, I've been in ministry full time, right? For 21 years. I've been an entrepreneur full time for 18 years. Okay, most of the people that have followed me, even in my 18 years of being an entrepreneur, they have followed me because they've come into my life through ministry. But a lot of the people that have followed me through ministry, a lot of people that I have preached to and prophesied to and laid hands on and counseled and like cast demons out and just trained in ministry, a lot of those people never convert over to being clients or customers in my business. Okay, so that means I can't keep trying to reach out to the same church people. Mad because they won't buy nothing from me or they won't do business from me. I have to expand to a different demographic of people. I got to look for a different kind of person. You got to promote to a different kind of person. So you promoting the people who all they want to do is get what you can give them for free. You need to promote the people who don't mind spending money. Because then what happened, I'm going to tell you what happens with this. I'm going to say this and move on. What happens is, you lower your prices because you're trying to attract people that you're used to in a certain demographic, but it doesn't help you sustain your business. You should be selling, let's say, a $200 product, and you around here selling a $2 product. Cause them can only afford $2, and they mad about that. Dog, you can't give it to me for $150? Dog, how much that is? $8? I can get that from the dollar store for $2.50. Well, go on to the dollar store then. Because I'm finna find another kind of person who don't mind spending $8. But you got to do that. You can't be mad at them. People get on my nerves every time I be on social media, and they always holler about haters that don't want their business to grow. Haters that's coming against them. People that don't like to see them winning. No, it's the same people you promoting to that's just sick of you. Find other people that will help you and support you and buy from you and use your services. There are people in the world who want what you have. You have to believe that, and you got to promote that. So you got to expand to other markets, expand to other demographics. Here's another word. Another one, expand to other industries. Expand to other industries. I talk to so many people who they are trying to expand in the same industry. It's just like with me and my wife. There are a lot of things that we do in our company are not really real estate related, even though real estate was our beginning. Real estate was our bread and butter. Real estate has always been like a lifeline for us, but that's just one vertical. Okay? So we figured out, I talked about this the other day, how when I started investigating and really analyzing what we was doing in real estate, I realized, man, it's like 10 or 15 other industries connected to real estate. So we had to expand into different industries, into different verticals. We couldn't just be stuck, especially when the market crashed in 2008. We realized quick, man, ain't nobody buying no house. ain't nobody buying no house. Ain't nobody selling no house because they all losing them. So guess what we had to do? We had to figure out how to expand, but not just in a different vertical within the industry of real estate or within the market of Atlanta. We had to expand to different industries. What other industries could we take our skill set, our core competencies, and work in? So promotion is the first P. Here's the second P. The second P is pipeline. This is how you increase your revenue. You gotta, number one, create a pipeline. But if you're an entrepreneur, or if you're in business, or if you're doing something as a hustle or as a occupation, you probably already have a pipeline. You may have just not polished it or defined it enough. So you probably got a pipeline. You probably got a pipeline. Now, remember I told you earlier that I was going to show you a diagram. I don't even know if I can. I'm going to try to show y'all this diagram, because when you think of a pipeline, here's what I want you to think about. I want you to think of a pipeline, which is like a strategic way that you bring people into your ecosystem. And see, the pipeline, which is the second P, is actually connected to your promotion, the first P, because your promotion is kind of like a sales funnel. Your promotion is kind of like a sales funnel. And your pipeline is kind of like a sales pipeline. So you have a sales funnel, which is your promotion, and then you got a sales pipeline. That's why these both go hand in hand. But you're not going to build your sales funnel and expand your sales pipeline if you're not promoting. So when you think about your pipeline, this is your second P for increase in revenue. This means you got to look at the people you've already sold something to. You got to look at the people you've already sold a product to, right? Now we reach out to a lot of people that we've sold products to. I reach out to people. I know a lot of them I think I get on their nerves, but if you bought a book from me, like there are people who have bought, like, let's say my prophetic book. They bought my prophetic book, but guess what? In order to buy my prophetic book, they probably had to give me some information that I can communicate to them with. So even though they bought a prophetic book, they still gonna get an email about my business mastermind. They still gonna get an offer about my coaching. All they can do is say, no, dog, we don't want no coaching from you. You a prophet. We just want a word. Okay, that's cool. But at least I gave you an opportunity. But then there are some people who just want my business and they don't need no prayer from me. They don't need a word from me. They just want me to help them get their business off the ground. So my point is, this is my pipeline. So I got to work my pipeline. So how do you work your pipeline? Here's a few words I'm going to give you. Upsells. You can work your pipeline with upsells. So let's say if you sold somebody a book, is there a service that you can upsell them? Okay, you got here's another one. Cross sales. Cross sales. So for example, let's say if there was a prophet that bought my School of Prophets book, and I reach out to that prophet and that prophet tells me they want to start a ministry. Well, I can actually cross them over to purchase a blueprint game plan to show them how to put their ministry together, or to show them how to create a business, since they are ministers that want to be in business. That's kind of like a cross sale. You get what I'm saying? Data mining. You got to look at your pipeline and do some data mining. That means get the email list of everybody that you reached out to that you did business with. Get the phone numbers. Okay, get the mailing addresses, get the contact information, and just start mining that data. You know how people gold mine? You got to data mine. You got to mine that data, which means you got to dig deep to see, is there anybody here that could use things that I have available? Just because they bought something 2 years ago don't mean they don't need something 2 years later. They may have bought one product from you or one service from you, but they may want another product or another service from you that's totally different. You get what I'm saying? Like, there are a lot of people that have bought a blueprint game plan from me, but the blueprint game plan for a lot of people was a virtual training program that really didn't give them the results that they needed, because they realized they need the education, but they need the support. They need the personal assistance more, which means they had to purchase a coaching program from me, or they had to hire me as a consultant. So now they have sold or bought up because one product was good, but it wasn't enough to satisfy what they needed. But at least I gave them another offer to say, hey, I know you might like this, but I can give you something that's even better, which is myself, my time, my expertise, my efforts, if that will get you further quicker. All right. So you got upsells, you got cross sales, you got data mining, you got calls, you got text, you got emails, and you got follow-ups. You got follow-ups. There are people who have sold me stuff that I ain't never heard from since they sold it to me. How you gonna sell me something and I don't never hear from you? You don't never give me another offer. You don't never get on my nerves. So what? Because you probably not doing it because you did it to somebody and they told you, that's it, I don't need no more. That's a bad business model. You don't understand the importance of having a pipeline. Let me show y'all this diagram real quick while I'm on this, just to give you an example of what I'm saying. Hopefully y'all can see that. Let me come over here. I'm glad I can move around. I got a little more room in my studio now. Can y'all see that? Dog, I'm almost out the picture. But look, I just want to show y'all, this is a sales funnel, right? And then that's a sales pipeline. You see they go hand in hand. The sales funnel would be like your promotion. This is your first P. Your sales pipeline is your it is your second P of pipeline. But look how they both connect together. Do you see how both of them work together? They both work hand in hand, because in your promotion, you got awareness. You gotta make people aware of who you are and what you have, right? But your awareness has to connect to making a contact. So that may be a contact form. That's why I always be telling people about their landing page. Then the second layer of your sales funnel is interest. Once people are aware of you, they got to gain interest. You got to make them interested. Over here, that's qualification. I got to qualify them to see, do I have a product that you need, and can I solve your problem? Then you have the next layer of intent. Now they have an intention to actually do something with you, where you could set up a free consultation, a meeting, or whatever it is. Then you have the evaluation. They can evaluate your products and services. This is the proposal. You're giving them something to look at to figure out if they want to make the decision. Then you got the purchase. That's closing the deal. Then you got loyalty. They're a customer now. Now it's about retention. It's about keeping them a customer. So some of y'all have already sold products. The problem is you ain't never followed up with them. So you have a customer that is waiting for you to call back and say, hey, I got more products, or I got a different product. That's your pipeline. So look at the people you've already sold something to. Look at the people that have already reached out to you. Now, if you don't have an email list, if you don't have a database, this is one of the issues with your business. You can't just be scrambling around with papers. Let me see where that number at. I know she gave me her number. I don't know where his email at. I thought it was, that's not business. That's shady. You got to do business the right way. That's the second P. Let me get to the third one. Guess what? If you really like what I'm saying and you're interested in being a part of more opportunities like this for me to help you build a solid system, a solid infrastructure, then you really need to consider being a part of our one-year business coaching program. All right, we have a one-year business coaching program. We have our first business coaching mastermind that's coming up next Saturday. This is an exclusive business coaching mastermind that we've already packed out. So the registration for this one is closed, but we have many more that we're going to be hosting. We have other workshops that we're going to be hosting right here in our new business suite. We have boot camps and a lot of trainings that we're going to be doing throughout the course of the year to really help you. But our one-year business coaching program is really helping a lot of people because we're helping you to put the right systems and the right structures together. So before we end this show today, I'm going to give you an opportunity to be a part of our one-year business coaching program. We have a 24-month payment plan that we're offering as well to make it real easy for you. So the first P for increasing revenue is what? Promotion. The second P for increasing revenue is what? Huh? Pipeline. What's the third P? Anybody know? No, you don't know. I make this stuff up, so you can't know. This is my little proprietary secrets that I put together, at least my words I use. The third P is products. How can I use my products to increase revenue? I'm going to show you. Create bundles. Create bundles with your products. You got to create some bundles. So if you got a book, or if you got a hat, or if you got a shirt, or if you sell a other type of product, if you sell some type of, what is it? What type of products? Like hair products or health products or whatever. You need to bundle it with other things. But a lot of times you can find out what type of bundles work if you reach out to people that are already in your pipeline. Ask them like, what do they need? Or when they bought that last product from you, what did they need with it to complement it? So that you could kind of get an idea. This is why you got to do some research and development. So products is the third P for increasing revenue. You got to create bundles. Here's another one. You got to bring products and service packages together. So for example, let's say if I'm selling water, right? Let's say if I'm selling water. Well, guess what? This is a product, right? This water is a product. Maybe I need to add to this water delivery service. So now I sell the water as a product, but delivery, getting it to you as a service, I'll bring you, like if somebody did, I know people do it. I'm gonna need somebody to do that for me, by the way. Because I'm always running out of water. I just need water at my door, like bottled waters.
And you don't like getting it?
No, I hate getting it. I hate carrying water out the store. Say what now?
I said, I'll be there.
We need to find a delivery service. I think my favorite water, they have a delivery service too. My Eternal water, the alkaline water, I think they have a delivery service. Matter of fact, I think I saw an ad on social media.
Really?
Yeah, because I'm like, you know how they always finding what you like? And I think I seen an ad where they send cases, they mail cases to your house, but I lost the ad and I never went back to their website. Anyway, we need to look that up. Put that on your agenda. How about that? Find me some water to come to my house so I can stop buying it. I ain't got no business walking out. I'm so sick of walking out of the store with cases of water. Oh my God. So anyway, but that's a service. So I'm selling water, but then I'm gonna put delivery service. I'm gonna bring you a case of water every week. I'll add another service to it. I'll pour the water for you. I'll meet you at a restaurant and pour your water. I don't care. Or I come to your office and do it. Like, you got to create product and service packages. I'm I'm serious. Hey, I done did it all to make me some money. My wife will tell you, I done cleaned up doo-doo. I'll babysit pets if I have to. I'll change toilets. I'll clean septic tanks. I done did it all. I done been in attics. I done been in basements. I done been under homes, because most of the side hustles I used to have were relating to homes, because I know my way around the house. Ask my little sister. She used to be right there with me. She was the project manager. And I was burning out. I'm talking about, boy, we was on roofs. We was climbing trees. It was whatever. We was pulling up carpet. But guess what? Hey, I'm gonna provide a service. If I can find another service to add to it, I'm gonna provide it. So you got to think about that, okay? Here's another product you could do with product. Here's another thing you could do with products for increasing your revenue. Create a subscription. There are a lot of products that I have bought. I'm being honest with y'all. There are a lot of, I got like 100 subscriptions. Mom, she always telling you that I done subscribe. Like people who have subscriptions can get me every day, because I subscribe to everything. Because I hate going back and repaying for stuff. See, I'm one of those spoiled Americans where I want to put my card in, pay for it one time, and forget about it. But I want what I need to be there when I need it. Yeah. So if it's a product, I want it to show up regularly. If it's a service, I want to be able to have access to it. So my point is, there are people who have sold me products that they should have had a subscription. They should have said, you know what? We're going to mail you a certain amount of this every week, so you ain't got to worry about it. I'll be in it for the long haul. So you got to think about subscriptions, discounts, rebates, loyalty, and referral programs. Those are all ideas with your products. You might need a loyalty or a referral program. You might need to tell people, you refer people to me, I'm going to give you not just something off of yours, but I'm going to give you $25 per $250. I'm going to give you 5% of whatever comes my way that I lock in. I'm going to give you that initial sale or whatever. You got to create some type of loyalty and referral programs. The fourth P for increasing revenue is, this is a good one here, propositions. 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 The tree, what did it say? The fruit don't fall far from the tree. See, Siobhan been around me too long. You see how she was trying to throw that little proposition in our meeting last week? Yes. When was that meeting? Was it last week or Tuesday? Monday. Mm-hmm. So they supposed to be in here helping me make money, and she in there trying to sell me another product. Like, look at her now. She trying to use my little tactics. But it was a proposition. It was a proposition. And guess what I did? Like 15 minutes later, I gave them the passwords to those accounts. Like, go ahead, handle it, take it. All right, you got it. You won. See what I'm saying? But if you would have never proposed it, if you would have never made the proposition, no, this is why you losing right here. This is why you spending more money than you need to right here. What you need to do is, and I'm joking and laughing like, look at her. She trying to throw game, but the truth is you sold. You sold it. You gave a proposition. So propositions are another way for increasing revenue. What do you mean by propositions? Well, think about this. The root word for proposition is propose or proposals, right? So you want to create proposals around some of your products and services. You want to have proposals. I'm going to explain to you what I mean. Propositions are about proposals. Propositions are about agreements, and propositions are about contracts. I learned this, really my wife taught me this. My wife really was the first one to introduce me to this, because my wife is like a contract queen. Like, she's all she's about is real estate, right? So she knows about them contracts. Everything she does, if you do business with her, she's always looking at the writing. She's gonna see is it in writing? That's one of her favorite questions. Is it in writing?
No, Mom.
If it's not in writing, she was like, we're gonna do an amendment. We got to put it in writing, and we need signatures. You know, now I done took that and I made my own little version. I'm like, yeah, we need somebody to sue just in case they bump their head. But my point is, propositions are about proposals, agreements, and contracts. How does this help you increase revenue? Let me show you. You're going to create propositions with other product and service providers. So if there are other product and service providers that you can work with, why don't you create propositions with them? Create agreements with them so that when a client comes your way or a customer comes your way, if you assess that customer right because you have a pipeline that's real good, you're able to identify with what other products and services they need that are complementary to yours. And if you're not the product or service provider for that, reach out to that product and service provider and say, if I bring customers to you, can I get a cut? Can I get a referral fee? And if you bring customers to me, I'm going to give you a cut. I'm going to give you a referral fee. What did you just do? You just created propositions. You just created agreements, contracts with other product and service providers that are actually complementary to your business. Because if you don't do this, guess what's going to happen? You're going to get me as a client or customer to buy one of your products and to buy one of your services and realize that there's something else I need. Now I got to go find where that something else is. When if I come to you and you say, hey, don't worry about that. I have someone that we outsource that product and that service to. Guess what happens? I'm going to use you. And I don't care if you're getting a little cut off the top just because you're making it happen. You deserve it. You're making it easy for me. You're solving 3, 4, 5 problems, and all you're providing is your product and service. So that's propositions. Your propositions also should be with vendors or companies that you use. So you got to go back and revisit all the vendors and the companies you using. Are you paying too much money? Because guess what? If you decrease your expenses, guess what that's called? The reverse side of decreasing your expenses is what? Did you catch that? The reverse side of decreasing your expenses is increasing your revenue. Because the less money I have to spend, the more money I make or keep. So you're actually increasing revenue by decreasing expenses. So you got to revisit vendors and companies that you use. And guess what? You got to create propositions with customers. How do you create propositions with customers? Here's how. Create contractual opportunities for them. So that means if a customer or a client wants to get a product or a service from me, I can actually give them a better deal if they go into a long-term contract with me. Me and my wife, we do this. I'm telling you, my wife taught me those principles with real estate when it comes to contracts. I think one of the lessons you learn in real estate is terms and contracts, but she just saw it from a different perspective. So my point is this. If we looking at a piece of real estate, my wife, we've always done that. Even if we were just renting space or leasing space, or we was working with a client that wanted to lease space, we would always tell them, okay, they're offering a 12-month contract, right? For you to lease that space. Why don't you propose a lower amount monthly to lease the space, but a longer term? You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So instead of me leasing it for 12 months, how about if I go into a 36-month lease or a 5-year lease at this price? A lot of times people will go lower on the price to make it easier for you to get in on it, but you need to offer this to your customers. Just like our coaching program. A lot of people can't pay $5,000 for a 90-day coaching program. A lot of people can't do it, but we've had people to pay it because $5,000 is nothing to them when they know they're getting $100,000 worth of information. And they're going to be able to get to 6 figures from paying $5,000. But a lot of our clients and customers may have not been able to pay $5,000. So what did we do? We wanted to cater to those clients. We wanted to give our clients an opportunity. So we took one 90-day coaching program, we extended it for a year, and we extended the payment plan for 2 years. So that means we're making it easy for them to get in while still getting the value and the benefits because of a proposition that we created with them. That's the 4th P. And last but not least, the 5th P is performance. The 5th P is performance. Y'all know I got to get off of here right on time because I got a 1 o'clock on the dot. The 5th P is performance. The 5th P is performance. What is performance? What do you mean by performance? Listen to what I wrote down as a definition for performance. The process of carrying out or accomplishing an action, a task, a function, a plan, or a prepared strategy. So when you think about performance being one form of increasing your revenue, I want you to look at it this way. Performance is the process that you're going to use to not just prepare a strategy, but to execute it. It takes you from having the what and getting into the how. Because a lot of entrepreneurs are stuck in the what. They know what they're supposed to do. They know where they're supposed to be. They know what they're supposed to sell. They know who their customer base is. They know who wants what they got. The problem is they don't know how to execute that. Executing that, the how-to is in your performance. And your performance is going to be based on how well you create a process for carrying out whatever strategy you have prepared so that you can execute it. Because if you have never, think about it, I'm familiar with real estate, right? So let's say if you have never put up a piece of drywall, you don't even know where to start with drywall. I could give you a bucket of compound putty. I could give you a putty knife or a spatula. I could give you putty tape. I could give you a piece of drywall. I could give you screws. I could give you a drill. I could give you primer, and I can give you paint and show you here is the hole in the wall that needs to be drywall, right? Let me get my, hold on a minute. I don't want my battery to go dead. So I could give you all of that, right? But here's the thing. You could be looking at all the materials and all the things I've given you and be right in front of that wall. But if you don't know how to use those things, guess what you're going to do? You're going to be sitting there looking on YouTube. Man, how I do this? You're going to be Googling how to put drywall up. Oh man, I need a measuring tape. You're going to realize, dog, I missed a few pieces because you don't know how to do it. So it's a process that you have to go through to figure out how to do it the right way. And as you continue to work that process, it becomes more efficient for you to be able to do it. So the next time you see a hole in the wall, nobody has to say anything to you. What are you going to do? Oh, you're going to be like, oh, that wall needs drywall. So what do I need? When somebody else asks you, what do I need to close that hole up? Well, you need putty, compound, you need a spatula. You can go through the whole process because you've been through the process. So my point is, if you're having a problem implementing some of these things, whether it's promotion, creating a pipeline, maximizing your pipeline, whether it's creating propositions, contracts, making agreements, reaching out to customers or vendors or other product and service providers. You might be having an issue creating the right systems for your business. You might just have an issue creating the right entity. If you're having issues with any of those things, I want you to put your performance to work. And the first step would be for you to reach out to me or to someone in this space in terms of business consulting or coaching so that you can give yourself that upper hand, that hedge, that leverage, that bump in order to get further quicker. You may be having marketing issues. You might have to reach out to a marketing expert. You might be having sales issues. You might be having product issues, distribution issues. But a lot of times you don't even know where to start with all of those how-tos unless you have a legitimate business structured the correct way. So I want to propose to you an opportunity for you to join our 1-year business coaching program. This is an exclusive, but it's an amazing business coaching program. I wish I had clips of all of the coaching sessions that we have hosted and performed just within the last 5 weeks. I wish you can hear all the testimonies of 6-figure earners and high 5-figure earners who are preparing to scale their businesses because they started them correctly, they structured them correctly, and we have people that are in ministry. They're starting nonprofit organizations, foundations, 501c3s. Some of them anticipate starting churches and other outreach ministries, and they have a systematic plan and process to succeed because they were willing to perform, to put to action what they heard. So I want you to look in the comments. You can text the word coaching. You can text the word coaching to 404-478-7213. We have a 1-year, 52-week scheduled business coaching program to help you start or restart, structure or restructure, and ultimately scale your business, your ministry, your income streams, your wealth building dreams, or whatever it is. If it's all of the above, text the word coaching to 404-478-7213. We'll reach back out to you. We will plug you in. We will provide an initial assessment. We can actually give you an initial assessment over the phone today. And once we plug you into our 1-year coaching program, we'll schedule your first one-on-one session, because that one-on-one session in the beginning, that initial one, is going to be a game changer for you. We're going to go through what you want to achieve, what your goals are in business and in finance or in ministry, if it's one of the three or all of the above. And then we're going to put together a blueprint, a design, show you exactly how that goal that you want to achieve should look in terms of a structure, in terms of an entity, in terms of an organization. And then once we put that design together, we're going to create a game plan. We're going to show you what tools, what resources, what people, what processes, what systems you need integrated into that. And then we're going to create some action steps. And then we're going to have 52 weeks to walk you through this process so that you can get to your next level. If you're interested in it, text the word coaching to 404-478-7213. I think we have over 20 people that have already joined our 1-year business coaching program just within the last month since we started. And I don't know how long I'm going to leave it open, at least at this price and for this length of time. But for now, we have it open. We want to get as many of you in on this program to help you start, structure, and scale whatever it is that God is giving you to do. Thank all of you for being a part of our show this week. We have a business coaching mastermind coming up next Saturday. Registration is closed unless you join our 1-year business coaching program, and we're going to find a seat for you next week. And even if you can't be here with us in person, we're going to be providing a virtual live link for you to chime in live and be a part of that business coaching mastermind. It's actually free for all of our coaching members. So if you're part of our coaching program, the business coaching masterminds are free. We do one every quarter, so that will be a total of 4 business coaching masterminds, along with one-on-one coaching sessions, one-on-one coaching calls, virtual training assignments, book reading assignments, virtual Zoom assignments. We have a whole lot of things that we're adding into this 52-week program. Every week there's a touch point for you in the business coaching program. And if you go to RamonPreston.com, you'll see a link to our live and virtual events. Now that we're in our new business office suite, we're going to start providing regular workshops, regular boot camps, regular training sessions for those of you that have areas in your finances, in your ministries, and in your businesses that you actually need specialized training, education, and hands-on assistance and solutions with. Right now, we are already adding 2 new workshops starting in June. We have a VIP financial workshop on the power of QuickBooks, accounting, tax strategies, and financial literacy. That's going to be in June. We have a second workshop in June. It's going to be our VIP business workshop on how to start and structure holding companies. And then when you go to RamonPreston.com, you will also see 2 upcoming business coaching masterminds for August. That will be our second quarter mastermind. We already have 2 that we've dropped on there with 2 different windows to give you more flexibility to join us at any one. The seating is going to be limited, so we're not going to have it open for in-person gatherings, but for a certain amount of people. So you want to get in and register and sign up as soon as you possibly can. Actually, if you're interested in being at any of those workshops that we're hosting next month or our upcoming business coaching masterminds, I want you to go to the website, take a look at which one you like, and feel free to call me or reach back out to me so we can give you a VIP discount code. We have a 65% off discount code for our upcoming workshops now. So I love y'all, praying for y'all. Want y'all to have an amazing weekend. And remember, we'll see you Monday, 12 o'clock noon right here.